If you want to go to Nigeria to go and try some business opportunities or anything of that sort, wake up in the morning and go. Why are the Europeans allowed to do it? They eat breakfast in Milan, in Italy, and go and sleep in Paris without a hassle. And we are not allowed because the unity of Africa is a threat to certain people. And they say, no, these foreigners take our jobs and all of that. I say, if we find a foreigner working here at Kaya FM, he didn't employ himself. He was employed by the bosses here. So you cannot fight this one. You have to fight the bosses that we must be given preference. Let's not allow them to make us fight amongst ourselves because they enjoy that. They hire foreigners and then they come to you and say, you can't get jobs because foreigners have taken jobs all over. But who employs these people? It's the same people who are saying foreigners have taken jobs.
Hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing just fine. And I hope that things are going according to how you plan. And I hope that your life is working out for the best. And if it is not, do not relent your effort. Do not stop doing what you're doing. Keep on struggling. Keep on trying. And I can assure you that slowly but surely, you will get there. Believe it, you will get there. Believe what I tell you. Everything in life takes more time than earlier thought. For you to get what you want to get done will require a lot more time and effort than you could ever think of. So keep on doing, keep on struggling, keep on fighting. Remember, at the end of the day, we all are struggling, right? We all are trying to do what is best for us, what is best for our loved ones, and what is best for our society as a whole. So keep on struggling, keep on trying, and hopefully things get done, things get the way you want them to be. So, like the video you just watched, Julius Malema said exactly what has been on my mind all along. You know, the divide and rule policy in Africa is so effective. And sometimes you wonder, you ask yourself, how do people keep on falling victims to such things, right? Like, how do people keep on letting themselves to be easily manipulated by people in power? People in power would say one thing and then they would turn around and do the opposite. They have always done that. They tell us A, but they do B. They say, hey, stand here, but then they go and stand over there. They never meant what they said, right? They just say things because that is what the population want to hear. They do not believe what they say. And that is why they will employ foreigners, like Malema said, and then turn around and cry out about how foreigners are taking all the jobs that were meant for the locals. If you look in those societies that the locals always cried, or people cry out, or politicians use it as their talking point to always emphasize how foreigners are taking jobs that were supposed to be done by the locals, you will see that those jobs they are talking about, most, if not all, were created by foreigners. Or some of it, the locals do not want to do it. They are not interested in doing such a job. They won't do it. And when foreigners are doing it, it now became a problem. People now start crying and saying that foreigners are taking the jobs that was meant for the locals. This is very, very common in South Africa. They are there not doing anything. They are there just lazing around. And when foreigners come in and created opportunities for themselves, start doing businesses, open shops, start trading, start supporting the local economy, those same locals who have been there just lazing around, those same people who haven't done nothing to better up their lives. Those same politicians who are trying to rally support for whatever cause they want to pursue will start shouting and start saying, foreigners are taking our jobs. We do not have this because of foreigners. This is so bad as a result of foreigners. Foreigners this, foreigners that. And the people, the masses, the locals, as gullible as they are, as naive as they are, as stupid as they are, we quickly jump into the bandwagon without thinking or without even reassessing if what that individual is saying really implies to them. If what that individual is saying is really going to benefit them. And if whether or not that individual has the interest of the masses at heart. They won't even think about that. They won't. Locals or masses will just jump and start following that said individual who is creating this kind of chaos and confusion. Politicians have realized this. Elites know this very well. If you want to distract the people, if you want to rally support for yourself, just bring up a talking point that people are murmuring about. It doesn't matter if it helps the people or not. It doesn't matter if it's going to benefit the people or not. Just bring it up and see how people will follow you. It's the same thing that is ongoing in Ghana. Ghana has passed their Don't Say Gay law, and they are willing to persecute anyone who identifies as a member of the LGBTQ community. This has been in the Ghanaian parliament for a while now, and lawmakers have been spending significant resources and time deliberating on this issue. And remember, Ghana is on a life support. Ghana is under fundings from the IMF and the World Bank. In fact, they were the one, the IMF and the World Bank are the ones keeping Ghana afloat. If not of them, Ghana would have been under by now. Ghana would have been unable to pay its bills. Ghana would have been unable to support itself. And you would think that lawmakers in Ghana will see this as a significant threat to the economy, to the livelihood of the Ghanaians. You would think that the Ghanaian authorities, their parliamentarians, will see this as a moment for them to really start thinking on what to do, on how to rescue the economy of Ghana and the Ghanaians. You would think that the Ghanaian authority would take this upon themselves to really get to the bottom of this issue. What went wrong? How come a healthy economy as Ghana would just suddenly go under? How come? Was it misappropriation of funds? Was it embezzlement? Was it inequipped leaders making stupid and foolish decisions? Were funds diverted into something that wasn't really necessary? Are the things that the Nana Akufo-Addo administration is involved with that is not beneficiary to Ghana? At least these are things you would expect lawmakers to be focusing on, because let's not forget, this affects every single person in Ghana. Every single person in Ghana is affected by this. But no. That's too difficult. That's too difficult for lawmakers to even get involved with. That's too complicated for them to spend their time deliberating upon. Why not just pick something of no significance, something that will divert the minds and the thoughts of the people, that will distract the people from the economic crisis that Ghana is facing. Just pick something, pick anything. And yay, LGBTQ activities in Ghana. Whoa, this is a great topic to discuss about. With this one, we can get enough support from religious fundamentalists, from conservative traditionalists. All these people will stand behind us if we choose something like this. So let's just go with it. Without thinking that how does this benefit Ghana? Okay, how does this criminalization of LGBTQ people benefit Ghana? How does it put food on the table of those starving Ghanaians? How does this benefit them? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone out there really tell me how does this benefit Ghana? And this is what I have been saying. Africans must get their priorities straight. More too often, Africans are being misled by incompetent officials. The elites are incompetent, they are corrupt, they are wicked, they are despicable people. When they have done something wrong, instead of them rectifying their errors, instead of them correcting what they've done wrong, they rather deflect the minds and attention of the people to something irrelevant, to something unhelpful to the people. And the people, as foolish as we are, will do what? Jump on the bandwagon. The masses, as gullible, as stupid, as foolish, as naive as we are, will do what? We will quickly jump to their side. And we will totally neglect the impact of what they are doing to our lives. The economy being destroyed affects all of us because we are all suffering inflation. We don't have enough money to buy food. We don't have enough resources to train our children to school. Our hospitals can't function fully. We cannot get basic social facilities. A bad economy affects all of us. But criminalizing LGBTQ activities, how does that benefit you and I? If a same-sex person goes to prison, how does that benefit me? If someone who identifies as LGBTQ or as a member of LGBTQ community is being persecuted by government officials, by the police, by the judiciary, how does that benefit you and I? What do we gain out of it? How does that put money in our pocket? How does that make our lives better? Maybe we should start thinking about that. Maybe we should start thinking about that. Maybe we should stop letting ourselves being derailed by politicians. Maybe we should stop being the fool we have always been. Maybe we should prove to our politicians that we are more clever than they thought we are, and we can see through all their lies and deception. Maybe we should prove to them that we will not be those gullible fools that we've always been. Maybe by so doing, they will start doing good by us. They will start doing right by us. They won't play us for a fool. They won't take us for granted. Maybe we should try this. Maybe. Just maybe we should try it and see how it goes. And see how it goes. So to you out there, my brothers and sisters in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Uganda, Let me ask you this question, because I think these are the countries that has passed one of the most draconian anti-LGBTQ bills and laws. How has that law, or how has this policy helped your life? How has it make your life better? How has that created jobs for people in your community? How has that helped send your child to school? And how has that helped develop your community in a more positive light? Please share that thought and opinion with us in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because that helps us a lot and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.